This is a video that I did a few weeks ago showing the neighborhood here in Leisure Beach and also a house in Leisure Beach. One of my out-of-town customers called and wanted to see what the house looked like. So I went through and I did a virtual tour for him and sent him these videos. So enjoy. If you like the video, please press like and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, this is me walking up towards the exit to our neighborhood. We have a traffic light here that goes out onto 19, and you can turn either right or left out of it. Right, straight across the street, there's a auto parts store, and that over there is a Walmart Supercenter. So it's very convenient, grocery shopping and everything else that Walmart carries. This is panning around to our neighborhood entrance sign. Looks the same from both sides, very nicely landscaped here. I'm walking back in to the neighborhood. I'm actually on the exit side. As you can see, this is really a boulevard with a divider all the way down. It goes all the way the full length of this road, which is called Beach Boulevard. And I'm going to walk over to my truck and get turned around and then try to film a little bit while I drive into the neighborhood. I'm going to stop the video here right now. Okay, now I'm sitting here. I've actually backed into the Eagles parking lot. At the entrance to our neighborhood, we actually have an Eagles area here. A lot of people in the neighborhood belong to that fraternal organization. And as I'm pulling out of here, I'm gonna go past the Moose Lodge, which is just across the street from the Eagles. And so here is the Moose Lodge. Sorry about the mirror getting in the way and everything else, but we have the Moose Lodge here as well. A lot of people actually belong to both the Moose and the Eagles. They both have events on different nights of the week and lots of fun activities for people who live in here. I'm now driving down Beach Boulevard. This first road here is called First Aisle, and there are houses. If I turn down either road, you would see houses either way. I'm going to slow down here a little bit by the canal that's behind these houses on Beach Boulevard. Try to get some footage of what's down the canal. You can see the canal is pretty wide. Most of the canals in here are roughly 150 feet wide. And if I come on around to the other side of my truck, you can see across the boulevard there's some the canal on that side, on the south side of Beach Boulevard. And you can see somebody there has a few sailboats. The water here, those people probably have to plan their days that they're going to go out so that they're not hitting a real low tide, because generally the sailboats do draft a little bit deeper than the other boats in here, but they are able to get those in and out. Taking off back down the road now. Coming up on second aisle here. And I'll just take a shot down the road, let you see everything's pretty well maintained. People tend to take care of their properties around here. I'm not a professional photographer, I'm sure you've noticed by now. That noise you hear in the background, if you can hear it, is there's someone here pressure washing their driveway on the other side of the street right at the moment. Now I'm coming up to third aisle, which is where the house is that I'm going to be filming for you and having the virtual walkthrough. We're just going down the road right now. I'm going to drive past the house and then come back so you can see what kind of houses there are in the neighborhood on this street. We're coming up to the house right now. That is the house. You can see all the way through. If not sure if you can see that in the video, but you can see all the way through to the back because all of the curtains and everything are open right now, the shades. There's a palm tree there, and probably can't see that very well, but there's I believe that's a magnolia tree in the yard. Then there's some palm trees in the back, which I'll walk around and show in a few minutes. But here's what some of the neighbors' houses look like as I drive on by. As you can see, it's a fairly well kept neighborhood. All the houses are kept up. Seems to be a lot of pride of ownership in here. Still headed down third aisle, heading south. It's going to dead end into a road up here called Leeward, and that Leeward runs east and west and has a few houses going in each direction. I live on Fifth Aisle, and my brother actually happens to live on Leeward. I'll turn around probably right down in front of his house. But behind these houses, right across the canal, there's no other houses, and there are a bunch of mangroves, and it's part of this a state park system. I believe it's a state park. It's either a state park or a county park. So this house here where this white car is where my brother lives at. They're not here right at the moment. He has a big truck that he drives. But then it comes down here into a cul-de-sac. some reason my camera is not wanting to pan today. Let me see if I can figure out what I'm doing wrong here. There it goes. I think it was locked in on my mirror or something. It has a feature where it locks on to something and thinks that's what I'm trying to film. Heading back up leeward, back towards Third Aisle. And I'll be turning right here now on Third Aisle. And heading back down towards the house. You can see somebody here on a bicycle. You see a lot of walkers and bikers in this neighborhood all the time. A lot of people out trying to get exercise, enjoying the weather. So I think that kind of gives you, this is pretty representative of the whole neighborhood going down these couple of streets. I'm back to the house now that I'm gonna be showing you. Once I pull in the driveway here, I'm gonna stop the video for a minute because I have to use my phone to open the door. Let me back up just a hair so I can get some better video of the driveway and stuff as I'm... Okay, I'm going to start it back up here again in a minute. Go ahead, you know you want to. Go down, look down there, and see that button that says like and subscribe. Press that button. Thank you. Okay, I'm standing out in the road now. Walking across the street here towards the house. You can see the driveway is extra wide. There's a gate there that's big enough right now to take a lawnmower through. But if you wanted to park something on the side there, you could probably take down that shorter section of fence there to the left and have enough room to get a trailer or some other type of vehicle back there. Which is one of the good selling points of this property because it is 80 feet wide instead of 60, which is the norm for the neighborhood. I'm just walking in the street here across the front of the house. There's the, I believe that's a magnolia tree. And the property goes over approximately to here where this fence line is. And so you can see you've got room here on this side, although you would probably have to take down a palm tree to be able to get anything on that side of the house, maybe even another tree behind that. Palm trees are pretty expensive here. Some people will actually pay you quite a bit of money for those. So walking across the front yard now, walking up towards the front door. And this is a screened-in porch area in front, and it has pavers down on the ground for the flooring. It's the same way inside the porch. And there is a sliding glass door out to this porch here on the front of the house. Good place to sit to meet your neighbors. When you enter into the house, turn on some lights here. You've got this brick wall, or fake brick wall, with the two lights there hanging. It's just a little entryway here. A coat closet to your left when you first come in. And as you walk in, you can see I'm not sure if to call that a living room or a family room, but there's a large room there. Trying to get all the light switches turned on. This room doesn't have a light fixture on the fan. It does have a fan that does work though. As you can see, fan is working. Turn on that light, turned on the lights and fans outside on the back porch. Here is a view out that front sliding glass door to the porch that we just walked across to come in the front door, which you can see over there. And then as we walk through here, we've got the kitchen. There's some cupboards up there. Full line of cupboards there. Refrigerator works. Microwave. Stove. The stove looks brand new to me, but I'm not sure if that was one of the things that she replaced or not. These are new countertops in here, just put in May, and a new sink and faucet. Let's see, there's another light switch here somewhere. There. Okay, it's a double sink, pretty deep. That looks to be about at least a foot deep. So she put in a deep sink, then a dishwasher. Then I would probably call this a dining room, although this area out here could be a dining room as well. Not sure which one you would want to use. Has these little decorative insets in this brick look wall. I don't know if that's real brick or not. Then you go out this door and you are into the garage. There's not a lot of light in here. The hot water heater, laundry tub, washer and dryer hookup. This is where the air handler is for the air conditioner unit. There is no garage door opener, but the garage door does open. And then here's one of the sliders out to the back porch, another slider I should say, and there's kind of a bar there coming out, a pass through from the kitchen. I will go outside in a minute. I'm going to go to the other side of the house and show the bedrooms and bathrooms. There's a big linen closet here. That's a pretty good sized linen closet. Then this is the bedroom. It's on the front of the house. Has a window to the side facing south, and this window here is facing east. And then a walk-in closet. The fan does work too. And then this bathroom was just redone. It has all new tile on the walls. This is and all new fixtures, the towel racks and everything else like that. This tub is brand new. The tub is a higher tub than normal. It's like a soaking tub. Everything here. The toilet is new. And this vanity and sink and faucet here. Countertop is new in here. And it has the push button toilets where it's got the two buttons, one for a full flush and one for just a partial flush. Then this is the master bedroom. And it has a walk-in closet here as well. I know I'm not doing this place justice because I'm not a very good photographer, but sliding glass door from this room also out to that same back porch. And then this is the master bath. And it has all new wall tile, sink, vanity, toilet. The shower is all new tile and fixtures. Very attractive color. I'm not sure if that's coming through in the video. And the same type of toilet with the two flushes. And that's about it for the inside of the house. I'm going to stop this and then walk out to the back and do some filming out back. Okay, now I'm on the back porch. I'm going to just walk around it very quickly. And see, you can see the windows, the sliding glass doors there, the windows into the kitchen, and the pass-through window. And just walking around the side here. And you can look into, that's into the master bedroom. And this is the door that goes into the, it's locked, the door that goes into that bathroom, the last bathroom I just showed. And she's got some pretty good plantings around the outside here. Those, I'm not sure what those are. Very nice shady spot over here. Would be a good place for maybe a bench to get out of the sun sometimes. Nice palm tree. This is from the side of the house looking up towards the road. And I will go back into the porch and go out the back door here. Right now it's morning here, and we're on the west side of the house, so there's a lot of shade here right now. Neighbors have a pool there to kind of give you an idea of the scale of the house. It's a pretty good sized pool, cage they've actually got over it. And I'm panning around. You can see the backyard. It goes all the way over to that fence, so it's pretty good size. Walking down the walkway here towards the seawall. We've had a lot of rain the last few days, and this particular patio area here does pitch back in towards this brick wall, and it's that way on both sides of this walkway. So one of the things that I would probably do if I bought this house is I would probably have someone come in and bore a drain right there and run it out through the seawall. I'm not sure. I don't believe that should cost very much. This next door neighbor just put his boat lift in there, so he would be a good resource to talk to find out how much the boat lifts are costing nowadays. I believe he also just put in that floating he put in the ski-doo lift as well at the same time, so he may not be a good resource because he probably put in more than what you would be looking at. But anyway, here's the canal itself. I haven't actually measured them, but I'm told that the canals here, Mullet just jumped over there. I'm told that the canals here are roughly 150 feet wide, and I'm not sure if you're able to tell that from the video, but you can turn around pretty good sized boat in here. There's the floating dock here. The decking material on that dock I would replace it if it was my dock. And you can either replace it with lumber, or they have some composite now that lasts a lot longer. With this being in the shade right now, I'm not sure if it's coming through in the video, but I can see the bottom here. There's most of the canals have a lot of broken up concrete and things that were put there as they were building the seawalls, and so I can see that here with my polarized sunglasses on. I'm not sure if it's showing with the lens that's on this phone, but it looks to be right now we're at a pretty low tide, and that looks to be maybe 2 or 3 feet deep right now. I can tell it's a low tide by how steep that gangplank is going out to the dock. Sometimes that gangplank will be up almost level with the seawall. Not quite, but almost. You never want your dock to get higher than your seawall. But this particular house has not flooded since the 70s. The roads around here have flooded, where you could not get in or out for a day. But this particular house, third aisle is pretty high, and this one has not flooded. That's according to the owner. She owns several houses in the neighborhood. She used to live in one that's on north third aisle, and she was telling me about it. And as you can see, this side has the same issue with water gathering on the top of this platform here, this deck by the seawall. I would probably have someone put a drain in. You can see there's actually a drain right there coming in through that little wall, probably coming from the downspouts of the house. So it's just making the problem even worse. But it generally evaporates after a couple of days. But when it's raining like this every day, I would, if it was my house, I would do something about that. And the property line goes over approximately, well, you can see there's a surveyor flag there. So it goes over right to the fence that's on the edge here. This is on the south side of the property. I'm still trying to keep the camera aimed down into the water. I don't see a lot of activity today. I saw one mullet jump since I've been here. It's not uncommon to see manatees and dolphins and blue crabs and all kinds of snapper and redfish and snook, ducks, just you name it, you'll see it in here at different times of the year, different times of the day. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's any houses that you ever would like for me to do a virtual tour for you on down here in Florida, just send me a message, give me a call. All my contact information is on my page. My name is Mike Shoemaker, and I'm the waterfront expert here in Central Florida, all along the Gulf Coast. Thank you. Oh, and don't forget, press like and subscribe.